kick way pitiye jayada jalila de rase Champions League ek had gas mein hanguman kick way java ennaramenne bhag dulanne bhidi dasde goal ek gannai sit sarasenne samarok wenne saddeta denne we are one game one heart oh, one game one heart Champions League this is where we start together we dream together we fight we are the champions we defend marangal kikkagome kalathil arudiyai minnavumave name Champions League varave unalvadakke tarume cheer ekai kammak denne kollo set ekama ek wenne goal ekata kick එක denne Champions League me aramenne Champions League satanai aramenne dibidenne jaya ganne ek seenata apiyanne one game one heart Champions League where dreams take part raise your flags feel the art one game one heart hello one dream one star hello one game one heart Champions League forever we play the spirit
another
Sri Lanka Football Champions League
to second place, so hence the more important this game is for Javelin, because if they are to finish in that either top two positions, they will need nothing but a win in this game against Solid Sports Club.
Definitely a win here, and they'll have to wait and watch what Pelicans will do in their next in the tomorrow's game against New Star. Won't be an easy task for the boys from Kurunagala and the boys of Aruna Sampath. Will be a good game to watch. Pelicans taking on New Star for the championship, and we'll be hoping a packed house here at Racecourse as well, isn't it, Romario?
We surely will be hoping for a packed house, but before that, it's all eyes on this game here at the Racecourse International Stadium. It's Solid SC taking on Javelin, as we welcome the teams into the center, making their way amidst a raft of sound from the Javelin supporters who have made their way into this stadium to back their team, as they hope to make a push for that top position.
Definitely a very, very important game for the boys from Slave Island. They're hoping to take all 3 points home and see what will happen tomorrow. And here are the two teams stepping it into the pitch. Javalane's talisman striker Luasan Olawale. All eyes will be on him as he has been the mainstay for Javalane throughout this season, scoring over 8 goals, I believe. And Ola will be looking to step and chip in this game as well.
Javelin in pink and Solid in white, full white in fact, as the two teams get to know each other prior to this all-important kickoff here at Racecourse International Stadium. Solid taking their group of picture before the two skippers prepare for the toss, all-important toss. Harshan Sumudu from Javelin and Jnana Rupan from Solid Sports Club. The referees will be Jafran, Lairu Madhushanka and Hiranta Piumal will be on the touch lines assisting the main man in the center. Dinesh Pittigala will be the fourth official as we await a thrilling encounter with the crowds filling in at Racecourse International Stadium for this final week of fixtures in the Champions League football. As we have a look at the team sheets, Asela Rajavancha, Abdul Farik, Derek Fernando, Harshan Sumudu the skipper, Mohammad Azad, Mohammad Rizkan, Mohammad Alim, Olwaseun Olawale, Abishan, Naubusi, Bernard and Ashfaq Ayub line up for Javelin.
There's a solid team lineup. Daniel Arbison, Kennedy John Raj, Henry Chibueze, Sri Muralidharan Jabez and Jnana Rupan the skipper, Devdas Nilujan, Anthony Ramesh, Menas Prince, Obene Stanley, Tisan and Tayaparan Tanusian will make the 11 for Solid SC. And, as Romario have mentioned several times, it's a very, very important game.
Let the countdown begin. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Kick off is from the left to right of your screens.
Early possession as the Solid players look to make something early on, as we have the Papare band playing in full swing behind us. But this is what we expect from the football faithful, and that's exactly what they have brought about in this final encounter here, as they know that there's plenty at stake for the two teams. Now Bernard recovering well with a bit of tape around his left knee, right knee in fact. Now Alim Looking for Harshana Sumudu. Rizkan playing in Rajavansha as he hoists it, but it goes away.
Good start from Javelin here. Starting from the front, in the front foot, the boys in pink. Got their usual outfit, the Javelin boys. And throw in early on. Here's Ola. Committed defensive work coming in from the solid player. Here's Mohammad Ali.
Starting off at a lovely tempo this game as the three-piece band also goes on behind us, setting the tone. But we are in for a cracking encounter here. Abdul Farik trying to get it into the box, but things better off. Let's it for his skipper Harshana Sumudu. Now Alim. Ball beats him. Tried to put it away, but wasn't able to do so. As a throw comes off it. Kennedy John Raj trying to keep the ball in the field of play, but unable to do so. Throw in taken. Controlled well by the number 9, Henry Shebuse. Trying to play in John Raj, but the throw in too does not go their way. Brilliant start here, Adit, and well, the atmosphere, it pretty much makes this encounter ever so more interesting.
Definitely. It's so loud out here at Racecourse, even the two commentators can't hear each other. It's what we all expect from the football faithfuls out here in Colombo. And this is what Sri Lanka domestic football makes us and gives us. We've all been waiting for these kind of crunch games for a long period, and finally, since the arrival of Champions League, we're nothing short of action here at the racecourse. And here's Kennedy John Raj for solid, trying to find his man on that left flank, but Asfaq Ayub coming off his lines and spreading the ball quite quickly. Alim, bit heavy touch there. Late tackle coming in, but the referee plays the advantage, and no advantage taken whatsoever by the solid players. Both the sides still not settled into the game. With the time progresses, they'll well and surely settle into this game and settle to the pace of the game. Beautiful bit of play. Stanley making a huge presence for solid in that centre half position.
Trying to find Chibuze on that occasion. However, the pass just had a bit too much on it. Now Bernard putting a bit of pressure on the solid defender. Not happy Bernard with his teammate Abhishan, but back to Bernard. To Abhishan as he looks for a teammate, but a wayward cross there. Looking for Rizkan on that far side, on the far right. However, does not find his man. Nilujan, the goalkeeper for solid. found his supporting player, did an illusion. However, ball ends at the feet of a Java Lane player. Now to John Raj, but just a bit too much on it by his passer. Alim. Back to Abhishan. Alim looking for Lavale. Battling his way forward, but he has done a bit too much there. Trying to force the issue, Oluvale, and brought Daniel Arbusan to the floor as Javelin somehow secure position again. Not the best of passers. Here's Bernard to Harshana Sumudu. He gives it and gets it back. Harshana Sumudu lining it up. No, he doesn't. Secures position. Farik finds Harshana Sumudu again, but he lets it roll. Olavale trying to shoot on the turn, but just not enough venom behind that. Now John Raj with his bag full of tricks, but dispossessed, and I thought he did it legally. Bernard was not too pleased, and the referee says that there was a bit too much in that, Atif.
Yeah, call from referee Jafran Zaviv, point of view, I believe. There was a slight shirt pull in it, and Bernard and Javelin had a beautiful passage of play. Played some fluid football, but that end product, Ola had an opportunity as well. Here's solid, almost making a mess out of it. Mohammad Azad trying to find Olavale.
Eight and a half minutes gone in this game. Started off at a extremely high pace, but now has settled down as both teams look to keep a hold of possession. Coming through for Bernard, he wasn't expecting it. That's Abhishan to Alim, picking out his central defender Asela Rajavansha as he finds Harshana Sumudu, the skipper. Trying to keep hold of position, as I mentioned before, Javelin, and make things happen. It will be tough, but the more they hold on to the ball, their opponents will no doubt get frustrated, and these sort of shots will not help their cause. Derek Fernando, was it? Nilujan goes long and deep, finds Stanley. In fact, that's Henry Chibuze.
Beautiful trickery from Kennedy John Raj. Goes past 1 and 2. Here's an opportunity, and heavy touch there by the solid player inside the box. Here's John Raj, and wins a foul.
Silky player John Raj, and it's very difficult to see what he has in his armory. He has quite a few tools in it, as Mensa Prince takes the ball and says that one's coming in from my left foot. With about 5 men to look for points at the far post. Mensa Steven. One more player come in as John Raj stays at the end of the box. Stephen swinging it in, goes all the way through, and an opportunity, but just hits the side net in off the head of Henry Chibuze.
Brilliant ball there by Mensa Prince. Had the proper elevation and the pace, had the proper dip as well. Almost for a second I thought it was in, but fortunately for Solid, hit the side netting, and here's javelin. And Henry Chibu is continuing his high press, and John Raj settling things down on the right wing. Call is for a foul on Olosan Olavale.
Pressure coming in by Olavale and Bernard, trying to get under the skin of John Raj. Now Bernard heading the ball away, but not to his teammate, as another through pass goes in search of a javelin player off the boot of Rizkan. Unfortunately though, to nobody. Nilujan again goes deep. Thought he had found Jnanarupan, but now this time around they do find Jnanarupan. Here's an opportunity, but just lacking the cutback. Unfortunately, he found Asela Rajavancha instead of his teammate, as he put out any fire.
Good defensive presence shown by the javelin centre halves Asela Rajavancha and Abdul Farik in the middle. Saw the threat coming in from Henry Chibueze and the Solid forwards. Beautiful presence of mind there by Muhammad Alim as well. Here's javelin trying to play from the back, building it up, and the high press will keep on coming from the Solid players. Ola, beautifully controlled, and a nice turn, and he goes down. Nifty bit of work by the javelin number 19, Oluwasan Olavale, bringing all of his experience into play. Beautiful turn, forcing Tishan to make the error.
Yeah, and you can see as Tishan's hand came on Ola, straight away goes to the floor, hoping for the free kick, and that's exactly what he wins. Now Derek Fernando looking to swing it in from his trusted left foot. No one at the near post, everyone at the far post. Now getting at the end of it was Harshan Sumudu, but just not enough to find the back of the net, as Derek tried to kick it off the outside of his foot. Not successful. Now Alim with the Zidane turn. Alim looking for support. Finds it through Bernard. Just unable to find that final product as Alim takes a shot. Hopeful more than anything, but sails wide over the goal.
In vain, shot taken there by Muhammad Ali. Would have used his patience a little bit more, Muhammad Ali, and build up the play and trust the process. Definitely out of order. It was from Muhammad Ali. A nice little passage. It was for the javelin players, and not the best of decision making. And here's Olavale winning it back. Not the best of passes, and opportunity for Javelin and Illusion. What a save, and the rebound also goes over the crossbar.
Javelin going hard at it. Oluvale shows good strength. Unfortunately, neither one of those shots were able to find the net. His own teammate took it off his foot. Bernard was lying in that one with all the vigor he had. Unfortunately, Rizkan, his foot got in the way as a golden opportunity goes begging for Javelin. However, they have a corner. Harshana Sumudu lining up this corner, trying to find his teammate at the end of it. Deep, and nothing really on as they receive another corner. Good to see the Javelin faithful in red supporting their home team, their team rather, even though the players are in pink. Now Rizkan, in fact, trying to swing it in. This time again Bernard gets in the way of his teammate as another opportunity goes begin. Picked off Derek Fernando. Harshan Sumudu let it roll, but to no one in specific. Here's a good ball coming in. What a take, an opportunity, but Ashfaq Ayub does really well. That was Henry Chibuze. He did all the hard work, but the final touch just got away from him. Now Alim looking for Rizkan. Bernard at the end of it. However, Rizkan was in an offside position, says the touch judge, the assistant referee rather.
It's a golden opportunity for Solid. Beautiful cutout pass there by Mensa Prince to find Henry Chibueze. Chibueze did all the hard yards. Superb touch, and that second touch a tad bit heavy, taking it away from him. Ashfaq Ayub doing the rest very safely, and Solid yet again building up the play from the back. Ball from the top again from Solid. Again safely negotiated from Abdul Farik and Rajavangsa. Rajavangsa has put no foot wrong here in this opening 18 minutes or so. Has been rock solid in the back. Rajavangsa, not the biggest unit in the park, but his presence of mind brings a lot for this Javelin outfit. Cross comes in. Ola goes down. Bernard. Harshana Sumudu. Here's a shot from Abdul Razik. Mohammad Rizkan rather. Hopeful shot, but nothing doing there for Javelin. Not the first time we have seen those kind of attempts from the Javelin midfielders, trying to catch Nilujan off guard. Yet Nilujan has been very good between the sticks. Had to make a save, Nilujan, just 5 minutes ago. Bernard, good bit of feet, still keeps the position with Javelin. goes down. Referee says nothing doing. Pressure keeps piling on from the solid defenders on Oliver Sanoluvale. A carefree pass there from Mohammad Azad, but fortunately solid gives back the possession for Javelin.
Javelin still unable to find that shot on target, even though they have had the lion's share of possession in this game. Arshana Sumudu finding his teammate and getting it back. Keeping it in play. Arshana Sumudu trying to get the cross in. Some good play there by the defensive team, solid, as they go now on an attack of their own. Here goes Mensa Steven looking for his teammate in the front. Here's an opportunity. Unfortunately, Henry Chibuze wasn't able to get the power behind that shot he would have hoped for. Did everything right apart from the finish. Mensa Prince with a lovely run, and he found his teammate Chibuze. Not the best of first touchers, but somehow got the ball under wraps. However, here comes a corner. Trying to catch the keeper off guard was John Raj. Not once but twice, and on both occasions the ball goes astray. Javelin still the favourites if the points table was anything to go by. Bernard trying to go for the ball, but it was his opponent Mensa Prince who came away with it. Now Jnana Rupan, but just strain offside was the skipper. Did everything right apart from setting off a bit too early. Arshana Sumudu now. By the looks of it, the front three have changed sides for Javelin, with Ola going more towards the right, Rizkan from right to left, and Bernard coming in central. Hoping for a bit of luck maybe. The three front men. Arshana Sumudu finds Olawale. Cross coming in. Bernard shouts for handball, cries for handball in fact, but nothing doing. Cross on the second time of asking by Abhishan, but doesn't find his teammates. Now running from deep. Here's Olawale at the end of the pass. Trying to make something out for his left foot, but unfortunately the ball just getting away from him. Good pressure, high press by Javelin. Shot taken by Alim, was it? Bernard wins a corner for his team. Javelin are making good progress, Atif.
Definitely, they have been knocking on the door quite often in these last 10 minutes or so. There's been one-way traffic. It's just that once in a while, from that counter-attack, Solid has breached Javelin's defenses. But other than that, it has all been Javelin in Solid's half. Very important corner kick coming in for Javelin. It's the Javelin coaching staff and the management quite eagerly waiting for Javelin victory here, which will put them in contention in for the championship title. Mohammad Rizkan under the dead ball. Decent delivery in header from John Raj. Beautiful it worked from Mohammad Rizkan. Not the best piece of football from Solid's Kennedy John Raj, and the number 10 Sri Muralidharan Jabesh as Harshan Sumudu goes down to the ground to win a free kick for Javelin. Good bit of work, good bit of footwork, forcing Mensa Prince. Well, how the tables have turned here. It's a straight red for Mensa Prince, and he'll be out of the park for the rest of the time being. Referee Jafran playing no games whatsoever.
How the tables have turned in favor of Javelin.
Still trying to figure out what the exact reason the red card was shown, but nevertheless, Mensa Prince will be hitting the showers quite early. But still, he's on the pitch arguing and pleading with referee Jafran.
Well, a distraught Mensa Prince has been given his marching orders, and he makes his way off the field. He'll be thoroughly disappointed. But now, as our attention shifts back to the game, disappointment all over the face of Prince. But here's an opportunity for Javelin. Lining up the dead ball is Alim, Derek Fernando and Mohammad Azad. But we all know who will be taking this one. The wall has been set up. Derek Fernando line it up and nearly getting it on goal was Derek Fernando. But now Harshana Sumudu finds himself on the floor. Tempers flare in here. Daniel Arbushan, that is. He is not too happy with something. Not too sure what. But Harshana Sumudu taking his own cool time. That's exactly why Harshana Sumudu went to the floor. A bit too soft. Well, we'll let you decide on that one. The referee calling the two players over. Harshana Sumudu goes into the book for simulation, maybe, as this game continues to heat up. It's now heavily in favor of Javelin with a man who are a man to the good, but we all know that things can change quite rapidly in football. These 10 few minutes, rather 10 minutes before halftime, will be crucial. That Solid does not concede a goal, but there's another unnecessary free kick given away, this time by Abdul Farik. You can see the reason why Farik going straight through the back of Jnanarupan. Now it will be Henry Chibuze lining this one up from quite the distance out, but he leaves it to his teammates. John Raj trying to curl it in, but a tame effort, fielded well by Ashfaq Ayub. However, now there is plenty of space opening up on the field, and the game is surely heating up now, and the speed of it too is increasing rapidly. Jnanarupan trying to battle his way for the ball, but Alim receives it. Tees in delivery, but the keeper commands his area, Atif.
Solid. Won't be an easy task going forward in this game. Here's Olavale with an opportunity to cross it in, and beautifully defended from Obina Stanley, using his physicality for good. And
corner. Pressure coming in at the back, as it's not too clear for a penalty. However, the corner has been given, and Rizkan will be the man lining this one up. With pretty much 8-9 solid players in the box, as he reaches high, does Bernard, but unfortunately unable to keep it on target.
Should have been hitting the target, Bernard, from that range. One could argue, but still the scoreline stays 0-0. And with a solid one man down, Javelin will fancy their chances to take the lead before hitting the sheds for half time. And if I was to name someone to break the deadlock, it will be Oliver Sanolavale. He has been in the mix for Javelin, and he has been in every play going forward. High press still from Javelin, but this time throwing in favor of solid, taken quickly. Beautiful turn from Chibueze, looking for options. Arbison. Still Javelin pressing really high and with a high pace. Here's Stanley. Given away. Bernard. Abhishan rather. Here's Alip. With acres of space. Harshana Sumudu. Abhishan floats it in. Chibueze trying to go all alone, but this time finds John Raj, and too much to do to beat Muhammad Azad. Bernard. Here's Zola. First touch, takes it forward, and Stanley does really well to keep Olavale quiet in that left hand side.
Both teams are going hammer and tongs at each other. Solid trying to defend and hold their goal, while Javelin presses hard, in fact, trying to put their opponents under pressure. Teammates are getting in the way there. Possession change in hands, not once but twice. John Raj trying to find a teammate. 4-on-3 now with a few defenders coming in cover. Should have tried to go for it a bit more, but instead loses out does John Raj as Bernard. In fact, by the looks of it, it's Derek Fernando who finds himself on the floor, receiving a bit of treatment on his ankle. Ola not getting the bounce of the ball his way, and he's just inquiring why from the referee. In fact, it was Abhijan who was the player receiving treatment. John Raj been given some information on the sideline. 41 minutes gone in this game and nothing to separate the two teams. Taking the throw in for Solid. Now trying to get the cross in. He does manage to do so. Just a bit too much on it as his teammate goes fetching. Now Abhishan trying to find Chibuze, but a bit too much on that one as it trickles out. Ashfaq Ayub. Goes short. Hoping for some luck. Java Lane. They received quite a bit when they saw Mensa Prince being given his marching orders. And now here goes Derek. Trying to keep the ball in the field of play, but well shielded by Obina Stanley. As it's a goal kick now.
Since the red card, Javelin to find an opportunity, a cut and right opportunity to score. Solid has been rock solid in the back since that red card. And yes, it was a harsh call from referee Jafran, but Solid will have to play with 10 men for the time being. And here's Muhammad Ali. Ola gives it back to Ali. Flying in Chibueze with the tackle.
Beautiful trickery there by Mensa Prince. Well, no, in fact, Henry Chibuze, beg your pardon. Now searching for Olawale. Here's an opportunity. But Daniel Arbushan is well aware to the threat posed by Olawale as the two defenders close in rapidly on him, and Daniel takes the ball away for a corner kick. Mohammad Rizkan. Six players to aim as it goes over everyone. And the referee, by the looks of it, gives a free kick.
As we approach half-time, Javelin faithfuls have resumed their papare bands and they are backing their players with every possible way, in every possible way. The home team from Slave Island, and as we speak, referee Dinesh Medical shows 2 minutes of added time to end this first half in this final game for these two teams, this Champions League campaign. Great importance for Javelin. If they manage to win this game and gain all 3 points, they'll still stay in contention for the championship title. Shot taken from range, ricochets off the defender. Chibueze puts the ball wide. Still Solid with possession. Ball comes into the box, but Asela Rajavangsa safely dealing with the threat. Muhammad Ali Goliath in the midfield for Javelin. Beautiful 1-2. Here's Sumudu. Bernard shoots in the turn. No power and accuracy whatsoever from Bernard that time. Hopeful Javelin crowd here at the race course. Probably this will be the final act in the half. In this half, as Nilujan punts it over the field. Here's John Raj with an opportunity. Could have taken the shot, and John Raj takes it, but goes wide, and that's it for the first half in this penultimate day in the Champions League campaign 25-26. Javelin will hit the sheds, and they'll have to regroup themselves in order to get the 3 points against this 10-man Solid SC outfit. And here's the halftime confirmation: Solid nil, Javelin nil for the time being. And here's some of the best bits of the first half. Javelin started in the front foot and knocked on the door quite often, but the end result or the finish wasn't there to break the deadlock. Solid SC did have their own chances as well, but it was the same story as the end of the pitch. Mensa Prince was absolutely brilliant for the time he was on the pitch, and this was that tackle which finished his playing time for the day. That plus a bit of his behavior. This was that incident. Then John Raj fancied his chances a couple of times, but it was nothing doing to breach Asfaq Ayub's defense. And that's it for this half. We'll catch you back in the second half's action. So stay tuned. Don't go anywhere.
Champions League एक हाथ गैस में हैंगुमन किक पे जब ये नरमने भाग दुलने भीदी दस्ते गोल एक गन्नाई सिट सरसने समरोक बिन्ने साथ देने We are one game, one heart. One game, one heart, Champions League. This is where we start. Together we dream, together we fight. We are the champions. Under the light. දෙන්නේ කොල්ලෝ සෙට් එකම එක් වෙන්නේ ගෝල් එකට කික් එක දෙන්නේ Champions League මේ අරබෙන්නේ One game, one heart Champions League සටනයි අරබෙන්නේ දිවි දෙන්නේ ජය ගන්නේ එක සීනට අපි යන්නේ One game, one heart Champions League where dreams take part Raise your flags, feel the art One game, one heart Hello, one dream, one star Hello, one game, one heart Champions League, forever we play The spirit of football It's
Sri Lanka Football Champions League. Powered by TV Supreme.
As they hope to find that all elusive goal and break the deadlock here at the Racecourse International Stadium as they look to go top the league and hope that Pelicans will not get a result tomorrow, but before that they need to play their hearts out in this 45 minutes and ensure that they put themselves in a position where they can win the lot.
Definitely. It's very important. Javelin take all 3 points here tonight. If not, it will be Pelicans who will be crowned as champions in the Champions League 2025-26 campaign. Here's Bernard driving forward. Flying Daniel Arbison taking Bernard down, pleading for a card. Arbison will be one lucky man to escape that infringement without a card. We did see him taking down Harshana Sumudu as well in the first half. And now to begin the second half, Arbison living dangerously.
Indeed, living dangerously. We all thought that that tackle warranted a yellow card, but the referee thought otherwise, telling Bernard that he was going away from goal and not towards goal. Derek Fernando to swing it in with his left foot. He will be hoping that he can make something out of this. Shot and cleared out by Henry Chibuze as he goes down clutching on his ankle, but soon finds himself back up his feet. Header coming in just over the goal. Harshan Sumudu, that was a good cross by Abdul Farik, but just unable to keep it on target as we see the replay there. Just a bit too much on it.
Clumsy bit of play from Javelin. No harm done. Abhishan.
Long and hopeful, but Daniel gets in the way. Olawale. The second time of asking. wins a throw in for his team. This time around, trying to catch their opponent napping was Olawale and Bernard, but unfortunately yields only a corner. Beautiful header there by Chibuze, picking his teammate, but the cross, a tame one, straight into the hands of Ashfaq Ayub. A renewed lease of life for Solid as Olawale finds his captain. He twists and turns and finds Alim. Going for a long range hopeful shot. Chibuze controls. Ball was returned to him. Mitushan that was, but unfortunately does not find his target. Now Olawale running at the defense, cutting in, cutting out. Cross coming in by Harshana Sumudu, but just a bit too much as the offside flag goes, as well as the keeper gets taken out. Miles offside. Rizkan that was. Searching for Chibuze, but the player disadvantage clearly showing on the field, with Olawale dropped in a bit deep. Harshana Sumudu just a bit too much on it on the location.
Javale trying everything in their books to find the deadlock breaking goal, but still Solid looking good in defense, especially Daniel Arbison alongside with Stanley has been very good, giving no room whatsoever to Ola and Bernard to find space from the middle. Muhammad Ali giving away the ball very cheaply, and referee calls the game back as he spots an infringement. Oh, that is a heavy collision. Bernard coming in from the far end and colliding with Stanley. Regitisandra rather. Not the most pleasing contacts there coming in from Bernard. Beautiful touch from Rizkan. Ali. Here's Abhishan. I like the way how Solid have regrouped themselves after that early red card. Have dropped back, and it's only Henry Chibueze up front and defending like a unit. This Solid outfit. They've been a good defensive outfit throughout this campaign, but at times the goal scoring opportunity, the goal scoring threat has not been there for their good at times, and it has harmed them in big time in the Super 8 rounds. Mohammad Azad under the dead ball, while Derek Fernando, the usual set piece taker. This time it's Azad, takes it and he scores. What a hit from Mohammad Azad, puts Javelin in front. Take above Mohammad Azad. What a strike from the youngster. And the Javelin faithful has gone berserk out here at the race course. Take a look at it. Nilujan had no chances whatsoever. Outstretched drive. But Mohammad Azad with pinpoint accuracy. Absolutely brilliant.
Drop in there by Mohammad Azad as he puts his team 1-0 ahead. The all-important goal for his Chargers. As the fans are now dancing in the aisles. Bernard going down with a bit on him as Javelin with renewed hope. Will be looking to double their lead now and put this game to bed. Farik. John Raj with his sweatband on, trying to hope for a bit of luck. Not the best of deliveries there by Mithushan. But now the pendulum has swung, and it has swung in favor of the team in pink. Olawale fighting. He doesn't give up, does he? They are going all out at each other, are the two teams. Here goes Chibuze, trying a bit of trickery, but it all goes in vain. Solid chasing the game, shot taken but tame. Now Bernard breaking, running at the defense with support on his in the way of Olawale. Bernard, he's brought to the floor. That's Daniel Arubison, and well, he's still not got booked. And that's exactly what Bernard is asking himself. The live points table means that right now with this goal, Javelin are 15 points and are sitting on top. Free kick opportunity. Bernard, Azad and Alim all lining this up. Well, we all know what Alim Azad rather did earlier on. And there might be a chance that he will be hoping that he can repeat it.
Will it be deja vu this time for Mohammad Azad? Will be the only hope. Here's Fernando this time. In swinging delivery with his left foot. Mohammad Azad would have fancied his chances from that angle, but it was Derek Fernando. Beautiful, beautiful defending from Mohammad Farik.
What a goal and what a way to get an equalizer. Henry Chibuze, well, he puts silence in this stadium. Boy, oh boy, he has a bag of tricks on him. He surely knows how to rile up the on-rushing fans as Maxi loses his cool, but here you go. Henry Chibuze finds the back of the net. What a cross by Daniel and Henry Chibuze. Well, there's no stopping that one.
The best piece of defensive work from Harshana Sumadu as well. And what a celebration it was to match that thumping header. And the game is back at square number 1. Javelin will have to do it yet again as Solid and Henry Chibueze pressing really high and hard. Here's Javelin.
This game has never stopped giving, and here we find ourselves back to where we started as both teams are just continuing to go at each other. Atif Olawale just catching Janarupan with his trailing hand. Sumudu crossing it in, hoping for something like Chibuze did moments ago. Now with a bit of space to run into, the substitute unfortunately loses out. Harshan Sumudu finds Alim looking for support. He has plenty of pink jerseys in front of him, but not the best of passers there. Here goes a ball for Chibueze to chase.
John Raj with his dancing feet. Here's Solid with an opportunity. Good goalkeeping from Asfaq Ayub coming off his lines. Timely tackle from Mohammad Azad and Asfaq Ayub as well. Solid looking like They are playing with all 11 on the pitch, despite having one man down. Corner taken shortly. Cross comes in and well shielded. Still, here's Chibueze. Launching a counter attack is Javelin. Ola finds Alim. Farik floats it in. Still it's with Javelin. Muhammad Alim fancies his chances but doesn't make the best of contacts. Muhammad Ali. Plays it down the line. And very poor football from both these sides. Abhishan. Beautiful chip pass but didn't have enough legs. Somudu. Alim. Keeping the ball on the ground with loads of patience, this Javelin outfit. Somudu. And good passage of play and a good string of passes from the Javelin outfit. Again puts the ball into the box but well defended. Chibueze. After all what happened in that past 10 minutes or so, the game has settled down a little bit and the pace of the game has taken a hit as Javelin not having the best of passages as it's a handball offense from one of the Javelin players. Here's John Raj. Abhishan too good on that occasion as Olavale wins yet another free kick for Javelin. This is a smart bit of play from the experienced Oliver San Olavale wearing that number 19 jersey.
Both teams still fighting hard as the Javelin coaching staff looks on. They were happy moments ago, but once that goal was conceded, the smiles faded away. Now John Raj with his trickery trying to work his way into the box. He's brought down, but legally says the referee. Olawale with space to run into. Bernard. Free kick for Javelin. And, we go into the 70th minute of this game. Azad lining up the dead ball, but Obina Stanley goes to the floor. Things heating up here at the Racecourse International Stadium. The referee needs to get things under control, and he needs to do so quite soon. The players' tempers are boiling over. The referee lets the players sort their own issues. As Daniel is getting a word from the referee. Azad to hoist it into the box. Harshan Sumudu thought he got his head to it, but the goalkeeper was aware to the danger. Henry Chibuze goes looking for work, and Alim takes the ball off his foot. Javelin still with their foot to the gas. Here's an opportunity to break. Support through the way of the skipper, but not the best of passers, as his opposite number gets the ball off him. Derek Fernando finds his teammate, and now Alim looking for support. Farik plays in Rizkan, as there is a javelin play on the floor. By the looks of it, it's Bernard. Not too sure how he went down, but seems to be in a bit of strife, and matters aren't getting solved here. Things are only heating up. We're back underway as
and if the game stands as it is, Pelicans will be crowned as the champions of this Champions League campaign 2025-26, and if the wait is to be extended, Javelin will have to find a winner in the 15 minutes or so to come. Henry Chibueze still have the wheels in him, even in the 75th minute of the game. Rajavansa plays it short. Here's Farik. This 10-man solid outfit has been very good since the demise of Mensa Prince, and has shown good control in defense as well as going forward. And here's the first substitution for Javelin as Mohammad Rizgan makes way for Rizviathik. Fresh legs is what Javelin requires right now. A like-to-like substitution from Nazar Hamid, bringing in Rizviathik in hope of something different from Rizviathik.
Effort from the solid player goes over the goal. Farik finding Sumudu. Back to Alim.
Timely intervention from Stanley, and here's Chibueze trying to do all on his own. Here's an opportunity, and there's no enough numbers for solid. Here's Mohammad Ali. Abdul Farik crosses it in with an opportunity for Javelin. Chibueze toying with the opposition right now. Jnana Rupert. Beautiful diagonal ball, and what a touch from Kennedy John Raj. This man can play football. And here's Ali Ola. Bernard. Very, very lazy from Muhammad Ali. Gives away the possession and not the best of football in display at the moment.
Both teams going extremely hard at each other. Just neither able to find that lucky break. The referee is not happy with something.
Slight cooling off break for the players. And though it's the night time, it's quite humid out here in Colombo. And most of these players were fasting during the day, and getting the proper liquids in again is very, very important for these players.
Play resumes as we are about 10 minutes away from full time. Both teams now with absolutely nothing to lose. If this stays like this, Java Lane, the opportunities will not be too good to win the lot. Alim taking a shot. Doesn't trouble the keeper. Trying his luck from range, but unable to make the keeper work. Now unfortunately Javelin seems to have run out of ideas.
Credit should go to the solid players as well, playing with 10 men for the most of the time, playing with 10 men and keeping this Javelin outfit quiet is some achievement, and in the process they did manage to equalize the things as well. Abdul Farik. Here's Farik again. Atik Rizvi. Sumudu. Not the best of touches, and Muhammad Alim takes advantage, but referee Jafran suggests There was a slight push from the back from Muhammad Ali as Solid can breathe a sigh of relief. Ola doing his defensive duties quite well. Ola Vale. There's numbers. There's Bernard. Here's Ola. Goes down and wins the free kick. And Stanley will go into the books. Tactical foul, one could say. Quite the run it was from Oluwaseun Olavale.
Obina Stanley with the booking. A golden opportunity for Java Lane to secure this game in the 87th minute. Abhishan and Azad. Well, they have all left it for Azad, given what he did earlier on in this game. A 5-man wall stands between Azad, Alim and the goal. Mohammad Azad trying to do it a second time of asking. Here's an opportunity, still not away, but unfortunately for Javelin, they are unable to put that away. We all thought that they would be able to just get that ball into the back of the net. However, they were unable to do so. Now time running out fast on them. Jnanarupan looking for Henry. Does not find him, but finds the opponents. Henry Chibueze keeping the ball, but Javelin pick their pockets. Ashfaq Ayub looking for support. Finds Bernard, but he loses out. Harshan Sumudu trying to find a cross, but the ball goes to no one. The big African for Solid, playing alone, fight in hand upfield. Back to Chibueze. Unfortunately for him, he was unable to get that ball under wraps. Muhammad Alim. Pressure bearing down on Bernard. But another free kick. As medical advice is requested for urgently.
Daniel Arbison down with quite a lot of pain. The prettiest collision. Bernard will be needing some bit of medical attention, and there'll be 5 minutes of added time to wind up this game, and 5 minutes of hope for Javelin. Will be a very important 5 minutes of added time for Javelin to keep them in contention for the title. And if the things stand as it is, it's Pelicans who will go home with the silverware. And tomorrow it will be just another consolation game for Pelicans. As we speak, Nazar Hamid opts for substitution as Mohammad Yasir makes his way, replacing Derek Fernando. It's just a matter of seconds for Solid, and for Javelin it will be quite disheartening playing this game against 10 men for the majority of time, but still not winning all 3 points. Bernard goes down yet again, but this time referee Jafran says nothing doing, and ball given away. John Raj Batola with some superb intent to win the ball back, as he does quite comfortably. Atik Rizvi. Abhishan. Just over a minute to go here at the race course, as Javelin's chances are diminishing with each and every second. Muhammad Alim. And here comes the old-fashioned theatrics as Nilujan hits the ground. All the stiffness and cramps. Will kill a bit of time in favor of Solid, and here's Javelin for one final time. Ali. It'll most probably be the final act of this game. Abhishan. Atik Rizvi. Long throw in will come in. No. Decides to take it short. Rizvi puts the ball in, and Harshana Sumudu catches himself in an offside position.
And that's full time here at the Racecourse International Stadium. Javelin's hopes of securing the Champions League unfortunately fades away with this. Pelicans sit in pole position as they have 14 points, Serendip with 13 and Javelin with 13. A hard-fought encounter comes to an end. As the two teams congratulate each other. Azad secures the Player of the Match award as Solid and Javelin. There's nothing to separate the two teams. Yeah, some highlights of that half. This was the goal from Azad where he found the top pin, and at that point Javelin thought that they were through, but this goal from Henry Chibueze meant that he leveled things up, and that put an end to all hopes.
අප සමග එකතු වෙනවා අද තරගයේ වීරයා ජාවලින් කණ්ඩායමේ මොහමඩ් අසඩ් අද වැදගත් තරගයක් වුණා ජාවලින් කණ්ඩායමට ජයග්‍රහණය කළ යුතුම තරගයක්. නමුත් ජයපරද්මින් තොරව තමයි තරගය නිමා වුණේ. අද මැච් එක ගැන මොකද හිතන්නේ?
අද මැච් එක ගැන කියන්න ගියොත් අපි දිනන අධිෂ්ඨානයෙන් තමයි ආයේ ග්‍රවුන්ඩ් එකට. නමුත් අපිට තවත් වාසියක් ආවා ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ රෙඩ් කාඩ් එකත් එක්ක. නමුත් මොනවාද අපේ chance එක ඇවිල්ලා එකක් ගාලත් ඒගොල්ලන් එලවලා ගැව්වා 10 දෙනෙක් එක්ක. කමක් නෑ අපි මේ ටූර්නමන්ට් එක පටන් ගද්දිම බොහොම අමාරුවෙන් තමයි ආවේ. ඔක්කොමට දන්නවා. අපි හිතුවේ අපි සෙකන්ඩ් ප්ලේස් එකත් එයි කියලා. නමුත් අපි අපේ අදිෂ්ඨානය තිබ්බේ චැම්පියන් වෙන්න තමයි. අද මැච් එක දිනලා ඊට මැච් එක පෙලිකන්ස් පරාද වෙයි හරි එක්ක ඩ්‍රෝ වෙයි කියලා තමයි අපි හිතන් හිටියේ. නමුත් කමක් නෑ මේ අපිට අපි ආපු ගමනට මේකම අපිට දෙවියන් වහන්සේ දුන්න හොඳ ගෝඩ් ගිෆ්ට් එකක් කියලා මම හිතනවා.
ස්තුතිවන්ත වෙන්න ඕනේ. ඒකවත් අපි පටන් ගැනීමම පටන් ගත්තේ අපි බොහොම අමාරුවෙන් ස්ටෙප් බයි ස්ටෙප් ඇවිල්ලා 100%ක්ම සීලම ක්‍රීඩකයෝ ලොකු කැපවීමකින් ප්‍රැක්ටිස් එකත් ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ රස්සාවත් බලන්න නැතුව මේක නෝම්බිත් එක්කම මේ ගමන ඇවිල්ලා අපේ ඉන්ජරිත් එක්ක නෝම්බිත් එක්කම සීලම ප්ලේස්ලා එකමුතුවෙන් ඒකත් අනිත් ටීම්ස් කම්පෙයාර් කරලා බලනකොට අපේ ප්ලේස්ලාට මම ප්‍රෙසිඩන්ට් වශයෙන් විශේෂ ස්තුතිය පුද කරන්න ඕනේ. ටීම් වශයෙන් සෙල්ලම් කරලා මේ තත්ත්වයට ගෙනාවා. නමුත් මේ අපි බලාපොරොත්තු වුණේ අද මැච් එක දිනලා එට මැච් එකක් අපි බලාගෙන හිටියා. නමුත් අපිට හොඳ තරගයක් අපේ ප්ලේස්ලා දුන්නා. ඒ වගේම සීලම සපෝටර්ස්ලා ඔයගොල්ලන් දන්නවා ඇති මේ තරගාවලියේම අපේ සපෝටර්ස්ලාගේ ක්‍රවුඩ් එක එන්න වැඩි වුණා. සීලෝ දෙනාම ඇවිල්ලා අපිට සීල්ම සහායයක් දුන්නා. විශේෂයෙන් මගේ පවුල කට්ටිය සහ මගේ ඔෆිසර්ස්ලා කට්ටිය ඒ වගේම ඇකඩමියේ සීලම දෙමෝපියන්ට සහ අපේ සීලම සපෝටර්ස්ලා මේ අවස්ථාවේදී ස්තුතිය පුද කරනවා. මේ තත්ත්වයට අපිට එන්න සහායක දුන්න සීලම කට්ටියට.
තවත් එක ටාගට් එකක් තියෙනවා. දැන් chance තව එක chance එකක් තියෙනවා සුපර් ලීග් එකට ක්වොලිෆයි වෙන්න. ප්ලේ ඔෆ් එකක් තියෙනවා. මොන වගේ දෙයක්ද ප්ලේයර්ස්ලාට ෆෑන්ස් වල කෙටියෙන් කිව්වොත්?
ඔව් අපි ඇත්තටම මම කිව්වම ඇවිල්ලා මට කියන්න බැරි වුණා චැම්පියන් ඕර් රනර්ස් අප්. ඒක තමයි ටාගට් එක අපේ තිබ්බේ. අපිට දැන් ඊළඟ මැච් එකක් තියෙනවා. ඒක දෙන්න කියලා ඒක දිනලා සුපර් ලීග් එකට එන්නයි බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන්නේ.
බොහොම ස්තුතියි මැක්සි. ඉදිරි තරඟවල සුබවතන.
බොහොමත්ම ස්තුතියි.
Well, that's about it from us here at Racecourse. 2 games worked off today. Serendip winning 2-1 and now solid drawing against Java Lane. As we have 2 more games for tomorrow. Police play St. Mary's and Pelicans will play New Star. And that will bring an end to this Sri Lanka Football Champions League 2025 tournament. Well, until we meet you tomorrow, I am Romario De Silva signing off alongside Atif, the technical and production crew. It's thank you and goodbye. Good night.